Good morning, everyone. This is Chapter 8, The Hunting of the Great Bear and Iroquois' Tale. So this is what you'll be listening to today for a read aloud. It's Chapter 8, so it's not our normal read aloud. It's a chapter from your reader. So please follow along with these slides as they are pictures of the reader. Okay, let's get started. Long ago, there were 4 brothers who were all skillful hunters. One day, during the time of the year when morning frost covers the earth, a messenger came to the village where they lived. "We need your help," said the messenger. "A great bear has come to the forest where we hunt. It also comes into our village at night." The 4 hunters did not say a word. Instead, they gathered up their spears and called to their dog. Then, with the messengers, they set off for the village. On the way to the village, they noticed that the forest was very quiet. They also noticed deep scratches on the trunk of the pine tree. The scratches had been made by a great bear as he reared up on his hind legs. It had done this to mark its territory. The tallest brother raised his spear to try to touch the highest scratch mark, but he could not. Here's our picture, and the caption reads, "The 4 brothers examine marks left by the great bear." It is as we feared, he said. The great bear is Nyaguya. "This bear has magical powers," said the second brother fearfully. "Don't worry," said the tallest brother. "The bear's magic will not work on us if we find its tracks first." "Yes, that is true," said the third brother. "If we find Nyaguya's tracks and begin to follow them, then it must run from us." "This sounds like hard work," said the fourth brother, who was both chubby and lazy. "Do we have any food?" he asked. His brothers ignored him. As the brothers and the messenger entered the village, they were struck by an eerie silence. Only the village leader was there to greet them. "We have come to help you," said the first brother. "Do you have any food?" asked the fourth brother. "Pay no attention to him," urged the oldest brother. "We will find this great bear." "I wish you luck," said the village leader. "When we follow the great bear's tracks, they disappear." Here's our picture, and the caption reads, "The 4 brothers listen to the village leader." "Do not worry," said the second brother. 4 eyes can track anything, anywhere." 4 eyes licked the master's hand. 4 eyes had 2 black circles on its head, one above each eye. "Let's go," said the first brother. "What? No food?" exclaimed the second brother as he ran behind the others. The 4 brothers followed. 4 eyes. 4 eyes sniffed the ground. They could all sense the Nyaguya was close by. It was important that they found its tracks before it began to follow them. The fourth brother, who by now felt very hungry, took out his pemmican pouch. He opened the pouch and reached in. Instead of food, he found nothing but worms. Nyaguya had transformed the food into worms. Meanwhile, the monstrous ghost Nyaguya moved through the forest, planning to creep up behind them. Suddenly, 4 eyes lifted its head and barked. Nyaguya began to run. The 4 brothers followed. The great bear ran and ran across the valley and hills. As they ran, day turned to night. Higher and higher they climbed to the top of the mountain. The 4th brother grew weary. He pretended to fall and injure his ankle. "You must carry me," he said. 2 of the brothers lifted him up while the others carried his spear. "You must carry me," he said. The great bear began to tire. So did the brothers. Eventually, 4 eyes got close enough to the bear to nip its tail. "You can put me down now," said the fourth brother, who was nicely rested. The brothers put him down immediately. He sprinted off into the front of the brothers. Minutes later, the 4th brother was close enough to the bear to kill it with his spear. When the 3 brothers caught up with him, he had already built a fire and was cutting up meat. "Sit down. I hope you are hungry as I am," said the fourth brother, smiling. Together the brothers cooked and ate the meat of the great bear. "Brothers," said the first brother, staring down at his feet, "we are not on a mountain. We are high up in the sky." He was right. The great magical bear had led them up into the heavens. Here's our picture, and the caption reads, "The four brothers realize they are high up in the sky." Suddenly, Four Eyes began to bark. "Look," said the second brother. The fourth brother stared off at what was left of Nyaguia's body. The great bear was coming back to life. As they watched, it began to run away. Four Eyes took off after it. "Let's go," said the fourth brother. The brothers reached out for their spears and ran after the great bear. They chased it across the sky, and so it remains. Each autumn, the brothers chase the bear across the sky. When they catch it, they kill it. As they cut up the meat, blood drips down to earth and colors the leaves of the maple tree red. As they cook the bear, fat drips down and makes the grass pale and lifeless. Our picture and our caption reads, "Every autumn the brothers chase the bear across the sky." Okay, that's the end of our read aloud for today. Please make sure you follow your next steps on the directions posted in Google Classroom. Have a great day.